We say fight back.
They say cut back.
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 We say fight back.
They say cut.
My name is Rich Rogers, and I'm the Executive Secretary-Treasurer of the Greater Boston Labor Council. Thank you for this magnificent show of support for our brothers and sisters in Wisconsin. In a little over 3 days, we organized this tremendous show of support. And I'm particularly proud of the huge cross-section of the labor movement that's here. The construction workers are here, the telephone workers are here, the postal workers are here, the nurses are here, SEIU's here. Because this labor movement in Boston and across the Commonwealth understand the stakes. This is a fight about basic human rights. The right for a voice on the job. So we are here in absolute solidarity with the Wisconsin workers to let them know that their fight is our fight. Now it's my privilege to introduce the guy that's got the hardest job. He's going to be the MC today. But are there any MTA members here? Your president, a great union leader, Paul Tono. Come on up, Paul.
Thanks, Richie. I want to thank all of you for being here today and coming out to support Wisconsin. It's truly a miraculous event to have all of you here on such short notice. We are here because we believe that public employees should have a voice in their profession. We are here because we believe that all workers should have a say in their future. We are here because we oppose strong-arm, anti-union, anti-worker, anti-educator, anti-social worker, anti-parks employee, anti-trash collector, anti-senior advocate, anti-youth worker actions of Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin. Don't let Governor Walker fool you. This is not about public employee pay and benefits in Wisconsin. The public employees there have already said they are willing to make significant cuts in their benefits to help balance the budget. Walker won't take yes for an answer because he has another agenda. His agenda is to smash the unions and permanently shift the balance of power away from workers and onto management and the corner office, his office. To this we say, take a walk, Governor Walker. This has nothing to do with helping the economy in Wisconsin. If it did, why would Governor Walker be pointing a dagger at the heart of the economy? Because we all know that economies suffer when public services suffer. Strong economies need educated workers, safe roads and bridges, working street lights, effective fire protection, clean drinkable water, good public transportation, and healthy residents. All of these are brought to you by public employees. In Massachusetts, we are fortunate to have a strong collective bargaining law and elected leaders who respect our rights under the law. We do not, and many of them are here today and we'll recognize them shortly. We do not face the same kind of attacks that public employees are facing in Wisconsin and in other states, but our voices must be heard throughout the nation. We are here to show our support for those who are under attack, because an attack on workers in one place can quickly turn into an attack on workers elsewhere. Executive Director of AFSCME Council 93.
Thank you. Welcome, sisters and brothers. Today it's our turn to make our voices heard. We won't be silenced by extreme tactics. We are here to support our brothers and sisters in Wisconsin as they struggle against the blatant attacks on the collective bargaining process and our right to organize. Executive Board Member and President of 1596 Boston Public Library, Elisa.
We've all felt the pain of recent economic crisis, and we see some of our members suffering. We hurt with them. We stand together in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Wisconsin. We know issues arise with management and negotiations need to occur, but we also know we have the opportunity to collectively bargain a resolution to these issues. It is a process that has ensured fairness, equity, and dignity for working families across the Commonwealth. Our brothers and sisters throughout the country deserve the same. Getting there. It's critical, especially in these difficult times, that the collective bargaining process is preserved and remains strong.
Now I'd like to just also mention that Representative Cantwell is here, Treasurer Grossman, Senator Pacheco, and Auditor Buff. And it's my pleasure to introduce Elizabeth Shevlin, a Methuen English teacher, to say a few words, MTA Board of Directors.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Elizabeth Shevlin, and I am a public school teacher. I want to tell I'm here to talk about why we must continue our fight to protect democratic collective bargaining for all employees. Not only Wisconsin, but here in Massachusetts. My mother, father, and brother were all public school teachers. I attended public schools, and I'm a graduate of the University of Massachusetts Amherst. And I have been working in public schools for over 11 years. I benefited as a daughter, as a student, and as an employee through collective bargaining. But also, our students benefit now and in the future from protecting our rights to collective bargaining. We must protect our class sizes through collective bargaining. We must protect our rights for teachers to plan, prepare lessons, and do the thousands of other little jobs they do during the day to be effective educators. And we must promise our students that we will fight to do what's best for them in the classroom by bringing our voice to the table through collective bargaining and working together to improve student learning conditions.
Also welcome to Representative McMurtry and Gardley, who also are in the crowd. I'd like to now, it's my honor to introduce my colleague and brother teacher union leader, Tom Gosnell, president of the AFT Massachusetts.
I am Tom Gosnell, president of the American Federation of Teachers in Massachusetts, and also a member of the Boston Teachers Union. Right. I also want you to know I'm a big Red Sox fan, but I'm not a Milwaukee Brewers fan, but I'm sure a fan of the public employees in Wisconsin. Let me tell you two things that the governor wants to do. He wants every public sector union member to vote every year whether they want a union. Imagine that. He also has threatened to call out the National Guard because we know how raucous public employees can be and how they could destroy the state of Wisconsin. So, we're for public employee, for collective bargaining rights for everyone, by the way, private as well as public sector in Wisconsin. And we're for them in New Hampshire where they're having a battle, and we're for them every place, including Massachusetts.
With other folks in the crowd, I want to thank Father Sullivan of the Labor Guild for being here, Councilor Arroyo of the Boston City Council, Matt O'Malley, Boston City Council, and Representative Nick Collins. As you all know, we have a wonderful congressional delegation, and we're happy to have three of our congressmen here. I'm going to call them up in order of seniority and have Congressman Ed Markey speak first.
Who's up first? Okay, great. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we just had in Washington a huge battle last week which resulted in the Tea Party takeover of the United States House of Representatives, cutting education, cutting science, cutting technology, cutting out our future. And in Wisconsin, what we're seeing is an attempt by the Tea Party to take over an entire state. And ladies and gentlemen, The Tea Party is across the street protesting this rally. The Tea Party is defending the millionaires. The unions are defending the workers of our country. They are not the Tea Party of Paul Revere and Sam Adams. They are the Tea Party of Alice in Wonderland, living in a fantasy land. In 2001, Bill Clinton left office with a $5.7 trillion surplus. George Bush said, great, we'll give tax breaks to multi-millionaires. Great, we will fight a war in Iraq without paying for it. We will fight a war in Afghanistan without paying for it. We will turn our back on Wall Street and let them turn the American economy into a casino. And then, when there was an $11 trillion deficit 8 years later, a Nobel Prize in economics for the first time would be given to George Bush. Who do the Republicans blame? Who does the Tea Party blame? They blame the teachers, the firemen, the policemen, the nurses, the janitors for a mess that was created by the Republicans in Washington.
Some of the teachers are here.
I knew you would be. You know what? Today, I am a cheesehead. Go Cheesehead, go Badgers. Governor Walker, go. I gotta tell you, this rally today, what's going on in Wisconsin today, and will soon be going on in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania. This isn't one day, this isn't one issue. This is the final line for the fight for the middle class. That's what this is. Paul said it right. The workers in Wisconsin understand they have to share the pain. They've already given up salaries. They've given up benefits. Tough to do. The right thing to do in these times. We all understand that. But they will never, nor should they ever, nor should we ever allow them to give up the basic right to bargain for their wages and benefits.
Take a second to thank the stagehands here, IATSE, for the sound system that they rapidly put up. I also want to recognize City Councilor at Large from Revere, John Correggio, also a retired firefighter. And at this time, I'd like to call up Frank Callahan, from President of the Mass Building Council. Frank?
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, brothers and sisters. When Rich Rogers called me on Friday about this rally, I was a little concerned. And I got to be honest with you, I had my doubts we could turn out. Boy, was I wrong. Far be it for me to underestimate the labor movement in Massachusetts. You are the best. But we're here to support people. Well, I guess Wisconsin, they get the Green Bay Packers. They were the best this year on the football field, so we'll give them that honor today. But you're here to support them. I'm here to represent the 75,000 men and women of the building trades, because this isn't just a fight for public employees. This isn't just a fight for workers in Wisconsin. This is a fight, as the earlier speakers have said, for collective bargaining. We have a little expression in the labor movement: united we bargain, divided we beg. Nobody here today, and nobody here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, certainly nobody in Wisconsin and nobody in the United States of America, should have to beg. My father's a retired teacher. I had him over for dinner at my house last night. 35 years as a teacher and then as a principal. He never got rich. He's not driving around in a fancy car or living in a big house or in 4 or 5 houses like some of the guys that got the tax cut. But he has some dignity. He has a decent pension. He has decent health care. And he's got some dignity and respect. He deserves it like everybody here in this crowd and everybody here who works for a living does. Union! 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 Brothers and sisters, with that kind of unity, there's no doubt in my mind. As sure as the setting of the sun, the workers in Wisconsin are going to win. We're going to win, and we're not going to take one step backwards. It's my privilege today to introduce to you one of our brothers from the Sprinkler Fitters Local 550 from the great city of South Boston, Billy Crowley, who's here to show his support. He's just one representative of the 75,000 here to show his support for the public employees. Billy, come on up for a second.
Hey, nobody knows what to say. But as long as we keep united like this, we can make the difference. We can make a change. And that's all I want to say. Recognize Revere City Council George Rotundo. And now Enid Eckstein, Vice President of 1199 SCIU.
Hi, I'm Enid Eckstein, Vice President of 1199 SCIU, and we are here with our 40,000 members standing strong. Private sector workers standing with public sector workers, telling the people of Wisconsin we stand for working families. I want to make sure that people know all across the United States today, people are standing in New York, in Springfield, Massachusetts, and city after city standing saying enough, enough, enough. We need to send a message to the state of Wisconsin, to the state of Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, who knows who's next? Tennessee, thank you. But we're here united, and I wanted to introduce one of our members who has recently learned the benefits of having a voice at work, Cynthia Bates, a certified nursing assistant at St. Elizabeth's Medical Center, and a member of the Executive Council of 1199 SCIU. Good evening, brothers and sisters. How y'all doing? There's so many people out here. I'm like, whoa. My name is Cynthia Bates, and I'm a proud member of 1199 SCIU. I'm a certified nursing assistant at St. Elizabeth. Today, the 40,000 healthcare workers of 1199 SCIU in Massachusetts stand with Wisconsin. We are also here to stand with the healthcare workers, EMTs, teachers, firefighters, and other Wisconsin workers who are standing up for democracy, who are standing up for freedom, and who are standing up for workers' rights everywhere. 1199 SCIU is a private sector union, healthcare workers, but we understand Scott Walker's attack on democracy is a threat to all working families. You know what? We've been there, when workers had no rights. We've been there when workers had no voice, okay? And we also been there when women and people of color like myself were forced to stand alone against discrimination in the workplace. We have been there, my friends, to that place of hopelessness, poverty, living without a voice at work. And I don't care what Scott Walker or whoever he is says, we're not going back. We're not going back to that anymore. No, we are. Union. And to Mr. Walker, I just want you to know that 1199 SCIU private sector healthcare workers stand strong, and we will be standing there waiting for you. You know, when 1199 is in the house, it is real. Ask any of our local state reps, senators, they know who we are. Union. Thank you.